Oh, you didn't know? It's 6 wins. It's the badass Chris Collegia. I already did the other part, and I'm confused now. It's the road dog.
Yeah.
Matt. Once you change the saying, I really lost like how it goes because it's so ingrained as this is how it goes, and that's what we're talking about today. Catchphrases that are just ingrained in your prepubescent mind because you grew up watching wrestling like us. Welcome to 6 Wins. We're doing some wrestling videos. We're gearing up for WrestleMania season. I'm gonna try and give a list of what I think are the top 6 wrestling catchphrases. So this is gonna be tough. We definitely want and encourage you to leave comments. Tell us your own top 6 because so many have to get left out for just 6. Without much further ado, I'm gonna hop into it here, but maybe after each number, pause and see if you agree, if you disagree, or just what your thoughts are.
If I got a 2 cents, I'll add it.
Yeah. All right. My number 6 best wrestling catchphrase of all time. Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's the bottom line.
And that's the bottom line for Stone Cold said so.
Now, Stone Cold has a lot of catchphrases, but I think this was the one that we most associate with his character, who was really an iconic catchphrase character. He came out, he said, "Give me a hell yeah," which is another one that didn't make the list, but that's the bottom line was Stone Cold. You went around, it was imitated.
And that's the bottom line, because the great one said so.
Never duplicated.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Yeah, and coined kind of impromptu, but not really. When he won that King of the Ring tournament,
Yeah.
he had like 2 or 3 catchphrases just come out organically that ended up kind of defining his characters.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
And I would say a lot of us would agree, maybe the worst catchphrase also comes from Austin during his heel run. He started the what?
What? What? What? Y2J is the undisputed champion?
Which at the time wasn't bad, but I think most of us would agree when the crowd starts chanting what during a promo that you want to hear and you can tell the wrestler's getting flustered. Not that much of a fan of the what chants.
This one is a bit of a personal one for me. I definitely think for a lot of people this guy would make the list, but with a different saying. But my number 5 best wrestling catchphrase of all time. You just made the list. Chris Jericho, you just made the list!
You just made the list! Oh my gosh.
I loved it. It was so over, and it's one of those things that, almost only in wrestling is a ridiculous saying like this would get so popular and get cheers and be something that you could say. Jericho is a master of not having things get stale too. Despite him, almost every episode he was on for like a 8-month run, people wanted him to say it. It actually never got tired. It still brought a smile to my face. It made me laugh how he would fit it in. The guys would react when they made the list. No, like they got hit with like one of the worst wrestling moves of all time. Shout out to Chris's top 6 worst wrestling moves being put on the list. If you would call it a wrestling move, people sold that like they got hit with the back scratch.
You just made the list!
It is so ridiculous and over the top, but I loved it. I would put the list at number 1 if I could, but I know that's not true and authentic.
I actually met him during his list run. Yeah, he was doing a promotional thing for Fozzy at a bar right next door to where I was working in downtown Detroit. And I got word that he was there serving up drinks to people. And so I went and I chatted with him for 15 seconds. And I wanted to get a video where I go, "You know what, bartender, you know what happens when you don't make my drink right?" And I asked him if we could do it. And he goes, "No, man, I'm not putting anybody on the list tonight, but I will take a picture with you." Cool, super cool, just down to earth dude.
My number 4 best wrestling catchphrase. I'm gonna go with the Macho Man. Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah! Freeze frame!
Yeah, everybody, it's probably the second most just like spontaneous thing said at wrestling events. If you ever go to one, you'll hear one other thing, and the other thing that you can always get a call and response to is "ooh yeah," and somebody else will "ooh yeah" you back, brother. Macho Man's look and that ooh yeah, that voice, just iconic and legendary. Everybody knows it, even not wrestling fans. You've heard it. So I had to put it on here.
Right, and you'll get it back, especially when you go to a WWE event dressed like Macho Man.
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, brother. Oh, I can feel the electricity. Oh yeah.
If you comment Macho Man on this video, Matt, he doesn't know it, he'll dress up like Macho Man. We'll do another Macho Man sketch video where we go out in public and just do silly stuff.
Or maybe we'll just even personally make a personal video for you where one of us gets up in the Macho Man costume and cuts a promo on your username. And I don't know, that'd be fun. I'd do it.
Yeah, why not?
Leave a comment. Maybe you'll get one.
Yeah, and you don't have to put on the big fake beard. I gotta like plaster it because I don't really grow facial hair. Cool facial hair like Matt.
Yeah. Number 3, best wrestling catchphrase. I got 2 words for you. It came. Oh, I mean, I actually missed this one in my initial thought of like who I should get on here. This one didn't come to mind. But when I did a little research, I said, you gotta have Suck It on here. It was so, at a time when it came out and we were probably in middle school, almost junior, and then junior high school, like this was the kind of like anti-parent, anti-authority sentiment that young boys don't need in their lives. But because we got it, we did it at schools. We did it to people we shouldn't have done it to. It came with its own gesture. Unlike a lot of these, this catchphrase also has a gesture to do with it. And I think that's what sets it over the top and gets into the top 3. Suck It is still done by wrestlers. It always gets a pop. Kevin Owens will suck it. Oh yeah, everybody will go crazy. Like anybody, a heel can do Suck It, and people will still usually cheer. Like it's hard to get booed doing Suck It because it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's wild. I feel like if you're a wrestling fan if you're in your 30s and you were a wrestling fan growing up, you probably got in trouble for doing that in school.
Yeah.
I know I did.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's classic.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya!
My number 2 best catchphrase of all time. You probably got some ideas, but number 2, woo!
Woo! Woo! Woo! Woo! Woo! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Just the Ric Flair woo. This is the one, other than Macho Man ooh yeah. You go to a wrestling event or you're around any wrestling fans, it's the classic call and response. If somebody woos, they woo back. When you're waiting for a match to start and there's downtime, the crowd just starts wooing. Everybody does it. It probably could be number 1. There's an argument for it to be, but woo is just, it is wrestling at this point.
Yeah, it's, if you go to any, like you said, I mean, echo anything you said. I know when we've been to a few together, and I'd always try to, ooh, for Usos, and that never catches on. No one ever replies to that, but if you do the woo, 100% of the time, it'll go like in a chain reaction all around the arena or stadium. Super cool.
Absolutely. My number 1.
Oh, man.
My number 1 best wrestling catchphrase.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Truly the master of the catchphrase, probably would have easily his own top 6. You could probably fill a general top 6 with just his catchphrases. It was hard to pick just one because he's got the millions and millions. Like, people finish it. Jabroni beaten, pie eaten, these are these classic Rock phrases. But if you smoke, The Rock is cooking is kind of that's the bottom line for The Rock. It is a random assortment of words that you'd never think would work. It's not like woo. It's not like oh ooh yeah. It's not like suck it. it's you smell what The Rock is cooking. It seems so original. It doesn't take from like anything.
I had a hunch The Rock would be in the #1 spot because he's kind of king of catchphrases, but I know where you were going. I know if you're gonna go like know your role or finally, like you said, he's got more than enough to, if you were to make a top 6, it would be challenging.
Yeah.
And
I got one bonus question.
cool.
Which wrestler do you think that doesn't necessarily have like a massively over catchphrase now is gonna be the next one to create like an iconic catchphrase? Or maybe has one that hasn't quite caught on but you think will?
Oh man, I would like an Austin Theory, a Grayson Waller, or a Montez Ford. All 3 guys that are super charismatic. That are maybe just one catchphrase away from taking it to that next level. I've always thought Montez had the whole package, but maybe it's just the lack of catchphrase that's holding him back. So
It is a tag team that had the we want the smoke.
oh yeah, they had it.
Yeah, that
It
one doesn't.
Yeah, and that was already like the smoke. That was already kind of a thing.
Right.
They just picked it up.
Right. Absolutely.
So I would say give me Montez Ford when he finally breaks off and does a singles run. Give him that one catchphrase. And let him run. What do you got? Someone in mind?
Well, part of me was wondering, should I have LA Knight on here? And I was like, well, this is also just saying, yeah. Like, that's not it is a catchphrase. It is the same reason though, like Daniel Bryan. I didn't put Daniel Bryan's yes on here. But yeah, if I had a guy, Gable's got Shoosh, but I would love for Gable to get a catchphrase. But he's this close. Shoosh is popular, but it's not gonna get him over as a champion. It'll get him over as a good, thank you, good comedic guy. Bailey's Ding Dong.
Oh yeah,
that was such a good one too.
Yeah.
Oh man, we could go on forever. We definitely want to make more videos. Leave us comments so you can kickstart our brains to make more catchphrase videos because these are the best. Hope you like. Hope you subscribe. Hope we see your comments. We'll macho man ya. Peace. And suck it.